HyperLiquid has proven itself to be bear market proof. Now, I want to go ahead and give a full disclosure. No asset is actually bear market proof from a price perspective, but from a business perspective, everything that goes on, even in a bear market with HyperLiquid's metrics, the token buybacks, etc., all of it is adding up to this equation to where no matter what, it is positive EV, positive expected value to just DCA Hyperliquid consistently throughout this bear market. So I'm going to go over the metrics and what exactly makes this platform so bulletproof and inevitably makes their business model bear market proof, which means this token will skyrocket when we do see the next turn of a bull market. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And as always, guys, be sure to drop down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more every single day here on In the Game. We have you covered top to bottom with everything you need in this market to win in crypto, short term and long term. Today, we are seeing Bitcoin bounce a little bit, and also it's brought back TAO to this $320 level, which is good to see. We're seeing some other altcoins bounce just a little bit, but nothing major, and definitely nothing to show that, right now is a bullish time period. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we do go a little lower on Bitcoin. But overall, we are talking HyperLiquid today. And the things that are going on with HyperLiquid right now, like no business has been able to crack this. So over the course of time in crypto, projects sell a bunch of tokens to pre-investors, or the team gets an allocation, and usually the team does bad things with it. And let me just show you an example here. We had another perps dex go live yesterday, which was EdgeX. Their token Edge did hit the market. This was very widely anticipated. The team got 136 million tokens that were worth $68 million amongst 25 wallets. Meanwhile, 600,000 tokens, which was about 300 grand, went to about the 1,000 wallets of the core community. So you can see how swayed that is to the team. And of course, not every, maybe some of these wallets are wrong, but it just goes to show that a lot of these businesses in crypto are full of greed. And of course they are. They're building a product, they want to get paid for it, etc. And this is not a knock on them. It's more of a praise on what HyperLiquid has done. So HyperLiquid has seen so many different competitors come up between EdgeX, Lighter, Gravity, Aster, etc. And the one bulletproof thing is HyperLiquid. Over the course of time, their metrics have been rock solid. We can see here over the year, they're projected to do $816 million in fees over 30 days on DEX volume. They have done $4 billion. And on Perp volume this month, they have done $204 billion. And I see all the time people talking about this. Okay, but hustle, the team unlocks are coming up. I'm scared. There are token unlocks, the diluted valuation versus the market cap. So if you see here, yes, it is a little bit high when you look at the $9 billion valuation of HyperLiquid's circulating market cap versus the diluted market cap, which is basically all of the tokens in the entire ecosystem versus what the normal market cap is. It's just the circulating tokens. So a lot of people are like, well, where are these tokens? Where do they get sold? Should I be worried I'm going to get dumped on by pre-investors? And I'm going to show you guys the mechanic that makes this a non-starter. Like that bear case for HyperLiquid is completely irrelevant because the HyperLiquid Assistance Fund is what people call it. This is the buyback mechanism. So every single day, let's say yesterday, or over the course of 24 hours, HyperLiquid has made $2.81 million in revenue. And what they do is they come right back into the chart and they buy back. So yesterday, the HyperLiquid Assistance Fund acquired 39,000 hype for $1.5 million at about $37.30. And as of yesterday, the assistance fund holds 42 million HyperLiquid, acquired for $1 billion at the average price of $24 as a part of the buyback and burn strategy. Literally, This is the biggest bull indicator that you can find across any single token. And then you also wonder, okay, the token unlocks though, does this absorb the token unlocks? If you're worried about the team unlock in April, which is a lot of coins, right? 330,000 coins at $38. It's a lot of money getting unlocked to the team. There's no doubt about that. In March, the assistance fund bought back $1.47 million of hype. And that's actually hype about 45 million total. So we can see here that's 3.5x the unlock amount bought back in 1 month. So even though there are team unlocks, the assistance fund has daily bought back $1.47 million. And over the month, they did $45 million in buybacks, which means this team unlock is going to be absorbed very, very quickly. So this team unlock shouldn't even budge on the chart. And we can see here in the perps deck space, I see a lot of questions. Hustle, do you still like Aster? Do you still like some of these other platforms? And while, yes, I think that they probably will all have runs at some point in time, if you look at the top 2 perps exchanges out there right now for decentralized exchanges, it's HyperLiquid and Trade XYZ, which is built on HyperLiquid. So HyperLiquid is literally dominating the volume, open interest, and Trade XYZ on HyperLiquid is where the official S&P 500 perps contract is trading. And if we look at the fees, HyperLiquid actually topped all ecosystem fees on the 31st with $734,000 in fees. And that was just in 24 hours. That was their blockchain. And then you can see here, it literally did more than Tron. And Tron is one of those weird chains that just has so much stablecoin activity that, you know, there's going to be a lot of activity there. EdgeX was number 3, but that's really just because of the airdrop activity. I think that that will fall off quite substantially. But literally in all of crypto, HyperLiquid tops the 24-hour fee amount. This was on the 31st. It's pretty crazy how dominant this ecosystem is and just how well balanced their business practice is of buying back so much HyperLiquid. When you look here, they have bought back $1 billion of their own token. Insane. They hold 42 million coins, which if you look at the maximum supply, the maximum of supply here is 961 million, whereas they have bought back, what would be that number? So 900 million, they have bought back 42 million tokens. Like as this number continues to climb, just like we talked about with BitTensor, as the amount of Tau staked continues to climb, this is going to start becoming a scarce asset because HyperLiquid's just taking tokens off the market. They're buying into themselves. That helps you, the investor. That helps the company, the stock / asset, which in this case is the hype token, stay afloat and really just thrive in this market. They're putting their money where their mouth is. They believe in their product. And why shouldn't they? They also have some crazy, crazy lucrative products building on their platform. Like I said, Trade XYZ with the S&P 500 perp. You have Project X. If you want to farm fees on your hype holdings, you can get 140% on your hype USD. This is something that I'm actively doing with my HyperLiquid holdings. Coming up around the corner, we have liquid banking from Hyperbeat. I've gotten to try this out. It's insane. Apple Pay wallet, you can just scan. You can borrow against your hype, so you don't have to spend your crypto. You can pay it back in USD and just be able to have a credit limit based off your hype. It's one of the most lucrative things if you want to hold your HyperLiquid long term and also be able to utilize your crypto holdings to your advantage. So a lot of good stuff going on HyperLiquid right now. And yes, while no crypto price is quote unquote bear market proof, the business model here for HyperLiquid is absolutely bear market proof. And I don't think there's anything that someone can say bearish against HyperLiquid. There could be regulations that come in, but at the same time, the official S&P 500 perp just built something on top of HyperLiquid. So I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think that definitely if you're investing in the perp deck space, even at this price of $36, I don't think that you are late to HyperLiquid. I would not be surprised to see a $75+ HyperLiquid over the course of this year. And these metrics, if we kick into the slightest bit of a bull run, these metrics are going to go absolutely crazy. So I'm insanely ecstatic and bullish on hype. And I get asked all the time about the token unlocks. You can even go here to unlocks. and you can start to see where these unlocks are coming from. But right now, it's getting absorbed by their genius mechanism of the buybacks. Like their team could literally dump every single token and it would not budge the chart from, of course, the retail. We're buying the coin. You know, I try to buy HyperLiquid every single week alongside Tau, Bitcoin, etc. But of course, just the buyback fund, they can sell off all of their tokens and utilize the revenue to buy them all back for their treasury, and it does nothing to the chart, which is just absolutely brilliant. And yes, this is a bear market proof business model, because truly over the course of time, if we go look at the fees and revenue and just go on the quarter, this revenue per quarter is something serious. Like you can see here across the board, the fees were 214 million to start this year. Insane amount of money. Revenue is 192 million, and holders revenue is 192 million. Versus, you know, July to September last year, we were in a bull run. It was doing $350 million in fees. It has dropped off a little bit, but this is an insane business model. And the fact that they're utilizing this to just continue to lock up the token in their treasury with buybacks and burns, I don't know how you could be bearish on this. And I really wanted to come through and just answer the questions about unlocks. Yes, there are token unlocks on HyperLiquid. There's going to be investors that get their coins, team that gets their coins, and they're going to sell. But the buyback pressure here makes that a non-starter. The bear case on that is completely invalidated. And this remains one of the only altcoins in the space that I'm willing to stick my money into during the bull, bear, doesn't matter. We could go into World War III. I will still be buying HyperLiquid. So guys, if you enjoyed the content, if you're bullish on HyperLiquid, BitTensor Tau, or any of the other altcoins we talk about on this channel, hit the like button and subscribe down below. Let me know what you want to see in future videos. We're doing a lot of these kind of theoretical, diving into the research, diving into the numbers as to why I'm so bullish on these certain tokens, no matter the market climate. So leave your ideas and thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. As always, trade responsibly, my friends, and of course, stay bullish, my friends.